I'm about to reveal 5 money management tips that could transform your relationship. Before you and your partner argue over money again, watch this. Whether you've been married for years or just tied to knot, understanding how to navigate finances as a team can be a game changer in your marriage. Now, before we get started, I want to make something clear. If you've not married yet, it is better to keep your finances separate. Combining money before you've made that lifelong decision can lead to confusion and complications. But for those who are married, stick around because we are going to cover everything that you need to know about making his money and her money work together for our goal. Let's get into it. First things first, marriage is a partnership, and that includes your finances. The Bible tells us in Genesis 2:24 that a man shall leave his father and mother and be joined to his wife, and they shall become one flesh. That oneness extends beyond the spiritual and emotional realms into the practical aspect of life, including your money. So, the foundation of managing finances in marriage starts with unity and trust. One practical way to build unity is through honest and open communication. Sit down together and have a heart to heart about your financial goals, debt, income, as well as spending habits. Lay everything on the table so there's no secrets. Remember, you're a team and teams work best when everyone knows the playbook. Proverbs chapter 24, verse 3 to 4 reminds us through wisdom, a house is built, and by understanding, it is established. Take this wisdom into your financial discussions. Approach each conversation with grace, patience, and willingness to understand your partner's perspective. Now that the foundation is set, it's time to start building your financial house, starting with a budget. A budget isn't just about restricting your spending. No, rather, it's about giving every cent, every euro a purpose together. This ensures that the budget reflects your shared values and priorities. How do you create a budget? Start by listing all sources of income, whether it's from jobs, side hustles, or investments. Next, outline your fixed expenses like rent or mortgage, utilities, and insurance. Then add in your variable expenses such as groceries, entertainment, and personal spending money. Don't forget to include givings and savings. These are key components of a budget that honors God and sets your marriage up for long-term success. Luke 14:28 says, which of you intending to build a tower does not sit down first and count the cost? This is what your budget is. It is you and your spouse counting your costs together so that your financial tower stands strong. A common question is whether couples should have separate accounts, joint accounts, or a mix of both. The answer really depends on what works best for your marriage, but let's explore the pros and the cons. Joint account promotes transparency and trust, making it easier to manage shared expenses like bills, savings, goals, and investments. Many couples find that joint account foster unity as both couples can see where the money is going and contribute to their financial goals. On the other hand, some couples prefer a hybrid approach, having one joint account for shared expenses and separate account for personal spending. This can be especially helpful if one partner is a spender and the other is a saver. It allows for a bit of personal freedom while still maintaining financial unity. No matter which option you choose, the key is to agree on it together and regularly review your system to ensure that it's still working for you. Remember, it is not my money or your money, it is our money. Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 9 tells us two are better than one because they have a good reward for their labor. Whether through joint accounts or a combination approach, when you manage your finances together, you can achieve more than you could on your own. Debt can be a major source of stress in any marriage, but when approached with unity and a plan, it doesn't have to be. First, make sure you're on the same page about tackling debts. Secondly, prioritize paying off high interest debt first. Then, continue to make minimum payments on lower interest debts. While tackling your debt, it is also important to support each other emotionally. Avoid the blame game and instead focus on working together to find a solution. Remember Romans chapter 13 verse 8 says, "Let no debt remain outstanding except the continuing debt to love one another." This doesn't mean all debt is bad, but it does emphasize the importance of handling it wisely and not letting it come between you. Consider setting aside a debt date once a month where you review your progress and adjust your plan as needed. This will keep you both engaged in the process and help maintain your motivation. Saving and giving are crucial elements of a healthy financial plan, especially for a household of faith. Saving not only prepares you for emergencies and future goals, but it also gives you peace of mind. Proverbs 21:20 says, "The wise store up choice foods and olive oil, but the fools gulp theirs down." Building an emergency fund and contributing to long-term savings like retirement should be priorities in your budgets. And then there's giving. As Christians, we are called to be generous. Malachi 3:10 encourages us to bring the whole tithe into the storehouse. And in Luke 6:38, Jesus teaches us that with the measure you use, it will be measured unto you. Decide together as a couple how much to give, whether it's tithing in your church, helping the missionaries, or helping those in need. Giving not only blesses others, but it also strengthens your faith and your reliance on God. To wrap things all up, managing money in a marriage isn't always easy. But with open communication, a solid plan, and a foundation of faith, it can become one of the most rewarding aspects of your partnership. In the end, it's not about his money or her money. It's about stewarding the resources God has given you together. If you found this video helpful, make sure you like, share, and subscribe for more faith-based relationship tips. What is the biggest challenge you and your partner face when it comes to money? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. You know there's no way I'm letting you go without sharing the word of God with you. So this week, I'm leaving you with the scriptures in Matthew chapter 6, verse 21. The NIV says, "For where your treasure is, there your heart will be also." This verse highlights the importance of aligning your finances with your values and priorities. Thanks for watching. See you next time.